Hey guys, it's Alex, and I'm back after 2 years of not posting anything on YouTube. I'm not going to explain, honestly, I'm not going to go into explanation why I didn't post anything, because that's going to just drag. But I'm here with my 5th collection update. These are albums from late 2013, kind of early 2014. And this is going to be broken up into 2 parts. This is part 1. And I'm going to do 2 more K-pop collection update episodes because I've gotten so many albums lately. But this is going to be real quick. I'm just going to tell you album name, album artist, favorite song, and bias if I have one in the group. And for most of these, I've done unboxings. I'm going to put the annotations to those videos. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Let's get into it. Here we have EP.5's The Cure album. This is their first album. This is the collaboration of Tiger, JK, Yumi Ray, and Busy. And off this album, my favorite track is number 8, Get It In. Here we have Miss A's Bad But Good. This is their first single album, their debut album. My favorite track is Bad Girl, Good Girl. And my bias in Miss A is Gia. And for most girl groups, I tend to be drawn more to the rapper of the group. Those tend to be my biases, but yeah. Here we have Miss A's second single album, Step Up. Off this album, my favorite song is Breathe, track number 2. Here we have Wonder Girls, Two Different Tears. This is a single album. Off this album, my favorite track is Two Different Tears, English version, because I really just understand English, not Korean. But anyway, my bias in Wonder Girls is Yubin. Here we have Nine Muse's Wild mini album. My favorite track off this is Action, especially like the second rap part and the singing verse that comes after it. My bias in Nine Muses is Eren. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Who knows? Y'all know. Here we have Boa's 6th album, Hurricane Venus. This is the original version. And off this album, my favorite song is Adrenaline, which is track number 8. Here you have SS501's Rebirth mini album. This is apparently the normal version. And off this album, my favorite track is number 2, Love Like This. You can't see it, so I don't know why I'm putting up that close. And my bias in SS501 is Kim Hyungjun. Here we have SHINee's 5th mini album, Everybody. And off this album, my favorite song is Destination, which I believe is track number 5. And as for my bias is Minho. Here we have Super Junior's 6th repackaged album, Spy, the repackaged to Sexy Free and Single. Off this album, my favorite track is Gulliver, which is track number 9. And as for a bias, I don't really have a bias for Super Junior. I'm not that big into them. Only have one other album by them. Here we have another SS501 album. This is Your Man, their special mini album. Off this album, my favorite track is Your Man, which I believe is track number 2 or 3 off of it. And this is with Kim Hyungjun, Yeonsong, and J-Dream. And I believe they're the same members that are making the comeback in SS301, which I'm really excited for. Here we have T-Ata's 8th mini album, Again. And off this album, my favorite track is Because I Know, which is either track number 2 or track number 4. Because I don't read Korean, and I don't know the Korean translation I don't know how to say it. And as for my bias in Tiara is Hyomin. Here we have My Name's third single, My Name, and like most of their Korean releases, very consistent. As for this album, my favorite track is, it depends off of this album. Depends on my mood. It's either Day by Day, which is the ballad, or U-Turn, which is more upbeat. And as for my bias in my name, it's Gunwoo. Here we have U-Kiss's 8th mini album, Moments. This was their first album after Dongho's sad departure. He was my bias in U-Kiss. And my favorite track is Mysterious Lady, which is track number, it says around here, track number 2. And as for my bias now is Kisop, because he's kind of the mysterious one. And yeah. Here we have Girls' Day, the first album repackaged, Female President. My favorite track off this album is Easy Go. And as for my bias is Yora. Here we have Ihai's first album, First Love. I especially love how the barcode is in the shape of a heart. My favorite song off of this is Rose. I especially love the live version she did with CL. Here we have Nine Muses' Prima Donna, their something album. I want to say this is their first album, but it could be their second. I don't know. Anyway, my favorite track off of this is track number 2, Gun. Here we have JYJ's In Heaven. This is the black version. And my bias in JYJ is Junsoon. As for my favorite song, it's number 7. I think it's I don't know really how to pronounce it. I'm probably gonna pronounce it wrong. Pirouette. It's spelled similarly to Pirouette, but I know that's not how you pronounce it. But yeah, it's track number 7 off this album. So that's it for part 1. Click here for part 2. And for most of these albums, I've gotten from Koryo Bookstore, which is a Korean bookstore and a Korean music store in Koreatown, New York. I'll put the address and a link below. So if you guys are ever in New York, you guys could go visit there. And the main place I really buy my albums though is Kpoptown.com. I'll put the link in the description box. And no, I'm not sponsored by either or. I still buy my albums. If I was sponsored, I'll be getting more for free. But anyway, so yeah, that's it for part 2. For part 1. Stay tuned for part 2.